Unless you've been living in a cave, you are aware that the issues of transgender rights has been racing across all media. As I often do, I'd like to make clear that I categorically support the right of all human beings to be treated equally and fairly under the law, in education, and employment, without regard to their gender identification, whether biological or chosen. But as is often the case with important cultural issues, the progressive left takes an issue of fundamental importance and acidifies it and makes it toxic. We always face a balance in this country of guaranteeing individual freedoms and equal protection under the law. However, those freedoms must be juxtaposed with the infringement on others' rights and freedoms. For example, the fundamental rights of parents to have a say and knowledge of what their children are being taught in schools, and the rights of girls and women to participate fairly in athletic competitions. Even the progenitor of transgender rights becoming a national topic, Bruce Jenner, the 1976 Olympic champion, who now identifies as Caitlyn, has said it's unfair. On both fronts, the progressives, with myopic ignorance, place the needs and freedoms of the very few ahead of the needs and rights of the many. The progressives' headlong pursuit to achieve their goals and erase biological facts is astounding. While this country guarantees the right of biological males to identify as females, it does not give them the right to trample on the rights of girls and women to participate in athletics fairly. Only 1.8% of people identify as transgender, yet the vast majority would have their rights and freedoms taken away to accommodate this outcome. This sounds a lot like the tail wagging the dog. We now turn our attention to parents' rights on what their children are being taught in school. I will now quote from a recent editorial that was published in the National Review that covers this subject squarely. Quote, "The latest academic brainstorm we could do without, gender affirmation. If a kid feels massively depressed or lonely and concludes that he or she inhabits the wrong body, faculty and counselors will use the kid's new chosen name and pronouns without telling the parents, or even against the parents' expressed wishes. Schools that won't give an aspirin without a parent's consent will help put a kid on the yellow brick road to a sex change operation." It is courageous public officials like Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin that stands between the America we know and the ones the progressives covet.